Okay, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Jai Jagannath. नीलाद्रौ शङ्खमध्ये शतदलकमले रत्नसिंहासनस्थं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तं नवघनरुचिरं संयुक्तं चाग्रतेन भद्राय वामभागे रथचरणयुतं ब्रह्मरुद्रेन्द्र सेव्यम् देवानां सारमेशं सृजन परिवृतं ब्रह्मदारु नमामि। परम कारुणिक अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांडर मौडमणि कोटि कोटि ओडियांकर हृदयर आराध्य देवता समग्र विश्व चराचर स्रष्टा आनंद कंद परमानंद सचिदानंद अखिल रसघन विग्रह विश्व वेदनार वैद्य देवादिदेव श्री श्री जगन्नाथंकर चरण कमल रे किंचनर कोटि कोटि दंडवत। I offer my respectful obeisance unto the lotus feet of my spiritual Lord Jagannath. I also offer my profound veneration to all the devotees of Lord Jagannath present over here. समस्त को पुणी थे नमस्कार। The first international webinar today we are going to start. Entrepreneurship is just not a label, it's a lifestyle. Organized by the Rover Ranger units of Maharishi College of Natural Law, Bhubaneswar. I, DR.NAMITA Pattanaik, the Assistant State Commissioner, and the Faculty Economics, being the convener of this international webinar, take this opportunity to invite all the dignitaries to this Google board. I also invite all the respected viewers to this Google platform. Respected Dr. Nalini Prabha Mahapatra, the principal and president of this webinar, the guiding force behind this webinar. Esteemed Dr. Kali Prasad Mishra, the State Chief Commissioner and the Vice President, Bharat Scouts and Guides, India. And I respect also him because I offer my respectful obeisance to Dr. Mishra, whose inspiration, dynamic leadership, and timely assistance forced me to continue with these webinars during this pandemic. Revered Chief Speaker, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj, the CEO and Director of Dalabhai Group, Kingdom of Bahrain. Respected Dr. Sanat Pattanaik, the Secretary and Commissioner, Sengyon Ambulance Association, Odisha, the Chief Guest. The Vice Principal and staff members of Maharishi College of Natural Law and families of Bharat Scouts and Guides, India. Respected viewers, registered with us from different states like Haryana, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Bihar, Jharkhand, UP, and Delhi. And also from different corners of Odisha, starting from Sambalpur, Jharsuguda, Cuttack, Jaspur, Puri, Bhubaneswar, so many, Khordha. So all my dear volunteers of different NGOs and Bharat Scouts and Guides. Respected members of electronic and print media, I welcome all of you on behalf of Maharishi College of Natural Law, on behalf of my principal, Dr. Mahapatra, to this international webinar. Let's welcome virtually our guest, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj and Dr. Sanat Pattanaik.
Respected speaker, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj, respected Professor Dr. N.C. Mahapatra Principal.
Welcome, Dr. Sanath Pattanaik, sir.
Jai Jagannath.
And I welcome Dr. K.P. Misra, sir, the National Vice President and State Chief Commissioner, Odisha State Bharat Scouts and Guides. Esteemed Dr. Misra, the backbone and inspiration behind the conduct of this series of national level webinar till today. Thank you, sir. Now, it's time to request one of my students, Anshuman. Are you there, Anshuman?
Yes, ma'am.
Please start enchanting Veda.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रयस्तवं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणं ब्रह्मणस्पदान शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनाममित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् योपाङ्पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वापां पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति अग्निर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति योऽग्नेरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वग्नेरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्यसाहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामन् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Thank you, Ansuman.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's now time to know our guest. I never think that he is our guest, rather than he is the big brother of Odisha. I am honored to introduce the most attraction of this evening, the revered chief speaker, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj, who is very well-known figure in Odisha, although he is staying over there in Kingdom of Bahrain, but is very famous in Odisha. Almost, if you will go to haves and have-nots in both the sides. So, Dr. Arun Praharaj, we know he is the gold medalist in Master of Commerce, and he's a very meritorious student. And he is the alumnus of the Indian Institute of Finance, New Delhi, a chartered accountant by profession, and fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. Dr. Praharaj presently serves as the CEO and director of Pattanaik Group of multi-billion donor and headquartered at Kingdom of Bahrain. With his 30 years of rich corporate governance experience in spearheading giants such as Mahindra & Mahindra and Sterling Group. Hats up to you, sir. He also holds the position of Managing Director, Infrastructure India Private Limited, Niagara, and he is the chairman of a renowned charitable trust, India Development Foundation Trust, which aims to serve the less fortunate within India. Whatever things he wants to do within India. What a great patriotic person he is. On the science and research front, he is the founder, director of Regenerative Medicine Charitable Foundation Trust Foundation. That's under the Company Act, 8th Company Act, approved by the Government of India for research on stem cell science for the benefit of the common people. On a social front, apart from Bahrain Odia Samaj, he is the patron of Sanskrit Bahrain of SPM, that is the largest socio-cultural organization to uphold and preserve the rich cultural heritage of India. Azad Rai of Hope, India, an organization of patriotic Indian youth and Indian Armed Force veteran committed to uphold social development of India and boosting the potential of youth and women empowerment. He is also the founding member of the prestigious Capital Club of Bahrain. Great. So it's the epicenter of all major economic reforms, and Bahrain Indian Society, an organization which is recognized by India and Bahrain government, both the government, to improve the socio-economic ties between the two countries. He's also the advisor of ICRF, Indian Community for Relief Fund, an organization to support distressed Indians. So in every step, he is thinking about the Indians. So Dr. Praharaj, he is a reputed resident of Kingdom of Bahrain for the last 25 years, thus sharing excellent comradeship with the Royal Assembly and various other diplomatic channels and ambassadors. It's a great thing to have interrelation with the diplomats. It's really amazing. He is also a proud and active member of Ekla Vidyalaya Sansthan, an initiative to ensure education to all, and vice president of BICAS. That BICAS is Bahrain Indian Culture and Art Society of the Embassy of India in Bahrain. So, last but not the least, I want to say Dr. Praharaj is the international convener of the Bisava Odisha. That is the forum under the leadership of Honorable Speaker of Odisha Assembly. His Mr. Dr. Sujanaran Patra, the founding director of Foundation of Global Odia Diaspora, and ardent devotee of Lord Jagannath. He is the co-founder of Sri Jagannath Global Fraternity and trustee, the vice chairman of Sri Jagannath Chinta Chetana Worldwide, patron of Sri Jagannath Society London, UK, Ireland, and is actively involved in spreading Jagannath culture across the world. More recently, in consideration of Dr. Praharaj's philanthropical activities and sincere efforts to promote Odisha as well as his proactive initiatives to protect migrant workers and foreign soils, he has been honored with the Kalinga Gaurav Sanman and enlisted as among the top 20 most inspirational personality of Odisha 2020. Congratulations, sir. He is also the recipient of Living Legend of Odisha Award 2021 in Odisha, along with the Sri and from the Parichaya Foundation. That is Mrs. Patsani Lipi Madam has given in New Delhi. Dr. Praharaj's commitment to his causes is driven by his belief. He believed only on one single point, that is, society has given us enough opportunity, enough things, but it's now time to give back to the society. Sure, wonderful personality. Hats off to you, sir. I welcome you to this Google board, sir. We'll listen from you. Prior to that, now I'll request one of my girl student, Richi Panna. She wants to cite a small poem. Yes, Richi Panna, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Okay, please. Introduce yourself.
Yes, ma'am. आदरणीय मुख्य अतिथि, मुख्य वक्ता, प्रधान शिक्षिका, संयोजक श्रीमती नमिता मैम एवं यहाँ उपस्थित सभी श्रोताओं को मेरा नमस्कार। मैं रिचि पन्ना पहले मुख्य अतिथि एवं मुख्य वक्ता को स्वागत करते हुए एक कविता सुनाना चाहूंगी। मान्यवर उपकार है ये आपका, स्वागतम ही स्वागतम है आपका। किसको मिलती सरपरिस्थिति आपकी, किसको मिलती सरपरिस्थिति आपकी, हे हिमालय सी ये हस्ती आपकी, हे हिमालय सी ये हस्ती आपकी। हम सभी पर प्यार है आपका, हम सभी पर प्यार है आपका, स्वागतम ही स्वागतम है आपका। मिलते हैं मन्नतों से ये मेहमान कभी कभी, मिलते हैं मन्नतों से ये मेहमान कभी कभी, हो जाती किस्मतें यूं मेहरबान कभी कभी, यूं मेहरबान कभी कभी। स्वागत हृदय से आपको करते हैं मान्यवर, स्वागत हृदय से आपको करते हैं मान्यवर, आभार हृदय से बहुत करते हैं मान्यवर। यूं ही पुनः पधारे श्रीमन यहाँ कभी, यूं ही पुनः पधारे श्रीमन यहाँ कभी। उपकृत है हम सारे, उपकृत है हम सारे, खिले खिले है चेहरे सबके, गौरव के क्षण आए साथ आपका पाए। झूमी है जनता सारी, झूमी है जनता सारी, बिना किसी ताल के, वंदन अभिनंदन श्रीमन, वंदन अभिनंदन श्रीमन, स्वागत है करते, स्वागत है करते। At last, I just want to say some lines on entrepreneurship. If you want to taste the true value of success, if you want to taste the true value of success, become an entrepreneur. Life is all about entrepreneurship. In whatever way you want to look at it, in as much as you are providing the services that meet people's need, you are an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship just should not be seen as all about making money, but a passion for service that creates wealth. In starting out as an entrepreneur, do not have the notion that it takes a lot of money to get started. What you need is an idea and the determination to succeed while creating services that would provide a solution to the client's needs. In becoming an entrepreneur, apart from your idea, you need to learn the required skills tailored towards you or your area of specialization. When you build the needed skill required, the experience will set in which very vital to your growth as an entrepreneur. Age limit for an entrepreneur should never be a barrier, but if you start at a younger age, you will have more of the time to build up the business and gain valuable experiences along the way as the business grew. The ability to foresee and withstand the risk factor that is involved in growing the business would be an added advantage in starting early. But where you begin to learn the process in a much older age, that for sure can never be seen as a welcoming development. Though we have a saying that says, what an elder sees while still stealing, The young ones might not see while standing, but in business you need experience. That is developed over the years to determine the risk factor. You just need to take the risk to grow a business which without there can never be any progress. In as much as becoming an entrepreneur has no age limit, but in all you need is the position to create services that will enable you follow the pathway to success. Thank you very much. Ma'am, you are muted.
I just want to declare to the house that the topic is selected by Richiparna. I always ask the children, you select the topic and you just prepare the program. And it is Suman, Richiparna and Ayushman. They have completely designed this program. Thanks to all of them. Now it's time to listen from our chief guest, the youngest dynamic secretary of Senyan Ambulance, and the youngest, why I said, because he is the youngest secretary so far as the Indian Senyan Ambulance, in the country, the Senyan Ambulance Association is concerned. He is also the private secretary to His Highness Honorable Governor of Odisha, served a lot, and he has been appointed as honorary state secretary of Senyan Ambulance Association and the commissioner of 19th Odisha Brigade. Who is very sincere, very dynamic, and down to earth. Above all, very friendly and very approachable, very positive minded. I will request, sir, please unmute yourself and share your views regarding this MSME. Over to Dr. Sanat Pattanaik, sir.
जय प्रभु जगन्नाथ। मैं अपना शुक्रिया देना चाहता हूँ रिचिपूर्णा बेटी को और अंशुमान को। ये let me tell you something about these two person first, then we'll start the program. The way Anshuman has described and the pronunciation of Lord Jagannath Shloka, I highly appreciate his pronunciation. Thank you, Anshuman. And Richipoorna Beti, who has described in such a way regarding entrepreneurship and his views. I am thankful. This kind of webinar definitely motivate these people to become an entrepreneur. Let me start. Respected speaker, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj, Dr. Professor MC Mahapatra, Principal, Maharishi College of Natural Law, Vice President, Scout and Guide, Dr. Misra, Dr. Namita Pattanaik, convener of the webinar, and other senior faculties, those who are present in this virtual mode. I am not such a big personality to speak regarding this entrepreneurship and all these things, but I will guide some of the things which will helpful for the new generation for making entrepreneurship. See, I would like to give my gratitude to this organization who have invited in this beautiful webinar. No doubt this webinar will motivate all the new generation and strengthen the skill of entrepreneurship. Let me start one line about entrepreneurship. No doubt everybody knows about entrepreneurship. A person or a individual who is self-minded and interested for creating something for the society, not for individual itself, prefer to become an entrepreneur. It is not easy to become an entrepreneur. So many struggles and so many obstacles will first come in front of the entrepreneur. Then after he will reach the position like Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj. See, it is not easy to motivate people to become an entrepreneur. It is no doubt, it is a lifestyle, it is a interest, it is a self-convinced or self-motivated effort for which people prefer to become an entrepreneur. ये मेरा बोलने की मतलब ये है, entrepreneurship इतना इतना इजी बात नहीं है. In lower middle class family in India, particularly in middle class, lower middle class people, they always motivate to become their children to become a good officer, good IAS officer, and become and secure their life rather than become an entrepreneur. See, no doubt, I'm in a position, I'm in a public sector, as well as I have also started a entrepreneurship with a zero investment. I have started. So I always say everybody, लहरों के साथ तो कोई भी तैर लेता है, वही सच्चा इंसान है जो लहरों को चीर के नदियां के उस पार पहुंचता है. This is a way you can self motivate yourself. खुद ही को कर बुलंद तू इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे बोल क्या तेरा रजा है. That means if you are self confident that whatever struggle, whatever obstacles will come, definitely I will do my objective and I will go ahead, then definitely will get success. Let me tell few things in few schemes which is motivate the entrepreneur. See, when we'll go to the bank and ask for loan, bank never allow us to give loan for an entrepreneur. Take the example, suppose a person is started a new business and go to the bank and tell there are so many schemes, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Sishu Khudra Runa, etc., etc. The bank will say, no, there is no opportunity for you. So immediately the people will tell, so many schemes are there, but we are not getting. See, before that, we have to strengthen ourselves. In what way will strengthen? There are so many schemes. See, in nowadays, it is very easy. There in internet, everything is available. You can say, when you are starting a business, there are number of schemes are there. You can first make yourself strengthen. So bank will ask for loan. See, before starting the business, you have to register Udyog Aadhaar registration. But suppose you have started a business, you have to register Udyog registration. So a registration number you can find. Suppose you are in food product, you are starting a packaging unit, food packaging unit. You have to go for FSSI license. It is very easy to get FSSI, Food Safety Standard Authority India registration. So a registration number will come. Suppose even in export and import business, you can register in export and import code. You have to through online you can apply. So why I am telling this? When you are going to a bank, suppose take the example, you have started a business, a GST number you have to register. So suppose your business is small, still you have to do all these things, because when you go to the bank and people will ask you whether it is registered. Have you registered in Bhubaneswar? Suppose in Bhubaneswar, have you registered in Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation for a small shop? Whether you are in a business, big business. Here Arun sir is here. He is a chartered accountant. Suppose you are making a business. So company, whether you are trying to make a small company. So have you registered company under Company Act? So number of question will arise. So you have to strengthen yourself to build your career or build. So before going to bank or before searching for financial stability, before going to ask somebody to invest in your business, so you have to make something. You have to prove yourself. Physical presence, physical evidence is required. So even if in virtual mode, nowadays it is very easy to make a business. See, I'm citing a simple example, a small song, Kacha Badam and all these things. Kacha Badam, I'm not exactly pronounce this song. See, how nicely this small entrepreneur selling his product with market by pronouncing or by singing a song, small song, and it viral in such a way that everybody know this person and everybody singing, dancing in this in the way of in the music of this Kacha Badam and all these things. See, So you have to make yourself strengthen. You have to make yourself such a way everything will be positive. So you have to when you are starting a business, your PAN, your Aadhaar, your environmental license, everything you have whatever business you are making. So you have to think about the business. आपको उसी बिजनेस के ऊपर आपको 100% देना पड़ेगा. आप एंजॉय करके you have to enjoy your business and involve everybody, make a good relationship, make a good rapport along with the people, along with your partner. So your another important factor is your behavioral factor. आपको आपका बिहेवियर के ऊपर भी कंसंट्रेट करना पड़ेगा. Whenever you are delivering anything, whenever you are, so time before somebody has asked, so start madam in time. See again, in time service, whatever you are doing, you should give with a timely delivery of your product and services. So definitely you will get success. So this platform definitely help all the juniors, those who are here so many people's big expert, so many experienced people are here. So they will guide, they will motivate how to develop, how to generate, how to make your business successful. See, entrepreneurship is not only starting a business and running smoothly. Even if you are in a government job, even if you are in a public sector, if your entrepreneurial skill is there, definitely you will make definitely you will be an asset for your organization. You will start number of opportunity. Suppose you are working in Tata company and you have good entrepreneurial skill. So many idea you will give to the company. So a company will definitely get benefit out of the person or the individual. So definitely you will achieve the success. So thank you, Dr. Namita, for giving me a chance to speak a few lines. You have allotted a short period, whatever time you have given. I'm agree for that. And thank you. So many big experts are there. They will deliver their talks. So my part is over. So thank you, all the participants, those who are present in this virtual mode. I'm again thankful to this platform, those who are present, and allow me to speak a few lines regarding this entrepreneurship. And I'm blessed that I'm along with a entrepreneur, along with a both side I'm working. As a administrator I'm working, as a entrepreneur I'm working. So thankful to Lord Jagannath, thankful to this group for giving me this opportunity. Jai Prabhu Jagannath, Jai Utkal Pradesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You have enlightened us about the skill, attitude, and knowledge, the entrepreneur's skill. And someday we'll also listen from you, sir. And it's time now. Just one thing I want to say. Whatever things sir has told, I don't want to make it more lengthious. Entrepreneurship development is just enhancing the knowledge, as you say, enhancing the skill of entrepreneurship through several classroom coaching or programs or training. No, it cannot be. It depends upon your ability, capability, efficiency, and experience. So whatever efficiency Arun Bhai has, now we'll exploit that. So now it's time to listen from our esteemed chief speaker, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj. Prior to that, I just want to say one sentence. Professor Jugal Pradhan, he is the head of the department English, is with us. And I also thankful to Mustafa ji, Professor Mustafa ji, Naima ji from Jammu and Kashmir. She tried her level best to join the program due to net program. She could not, but now she joined. Thanks to both of them. And now I request our esteemed chief speaker, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj, to enlighten us about the entrepreneurship. It's how just not a label, but it's a lifestyle. So over to Dr. Arun Kumar, sir. Please, floor is with you, sir.
Jai Jagannath. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
जय जगन्नाथ. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. It is a tradition that when we start something, we remember Gajanan. Greetings from Kingdom of Bahrain to Honorable Chief Guest Dr. Sanat Pattanaik ji, Honorable Principal of Maharishi College, Dr. Nalini Prabha Mahapatra ji, Dr. Barda Prasanna Das sir, convener of this interesting webinar, Dr. Namita Pattanaik ji, and all distinguished guests and my dear students present here. At the outset, I would like to thank Angsuman and Richiparna for the wonderful Veda Patha and the opening remarks by Richiparna. It was really wonderful. Thank you very much. I, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj, CEO of Dadabhai Group, Kingdom of Bahrain, thank you for giving me this opportunity to deliver a talk on entrepreneurship is not a level, it's a lifestyle. It's a wonderful topic, but I would rather say to share my thoughts and experience about entrepreneurship as a lifestyle. Entrepreneurship is not a level, it's a lifestyle. उद्यमिता एक लेवल नहीं है, यह एक जीवन की शैली है. What does this mean to you? The society is built on the basis of several jobs and professions like doctor, engineer, teacher, professor, chartered accountant, sales manager. These people spend a set amount of time providing their services and completing their tasks. Most of these roles come to an end once they leave their place of work. This is where entrepreneurship is different. As an entrepreneur, your mind is constantly at work. Your dreams don't let you sleep. And your passions drive you on the roads not taken. You don't just work as an entrepreneur, you live it. It's a way of life. It is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. So the truth of the matter is not everyone can be an entrepreneur, but it is an extremely rewarding career path. You get to chase your dreams, live your passions, and build something new. Now the question comes, then why is it that only 5% of Indians choose this path? There are multiple factors holding us back. Financial conditions, a cultural inclination towards conventional careers, parental pressures, and many more. Personally, this is something that truly irks me because I have seen a large number of efficient and successful Indian employees, but far fewer Indian employers. And it is my dream to turn this scenario around, to push more and more of our youth to create something of their own. So in this session, I want to explore 7 key things that you need to keep in mind to tackle obstacles and harness your entrepreneurial spirit and to understand the lifestyle of an entrepreneur. The first one is your mindset. The first thing is to be mindful of is how you think. Oftentimes, we limit ourselves. हम खुद ही अपने सबसे बड़े दुश्मन बन जाते हैं. We think I shall graduate from so and so university and I would like to work for so and so company. Why is it that the bigger dream we can dream for ourselves is to dedicate our skills, our hard work to someone else? We also tend to complacent. जॉब है, ठीक है, इसी से काम चला लो, जॉब ही तो करना है. All these kinds of thoughts. From childhood, we are taught by our parents, especially in the eastern sector of India, study well, otherwise you won't get a good job. Even in blessings from parents and well-wishers, we get, may Lord bless you a good job. So we tend to focus on getting a good job or job-oriented education, or to say to become an employee, but not an employer. Unfortunately, since childhood, our thought process and mindset are framed in a definite pattern. बगल में किसी ने पान की दुकान खोला है, तो वो तो पान वाला है, वो तो पान बेचता है. किसी ने पापड़ की दुकान खोली तो वो पापड़ बेचता है. But in northern and western sector of India, it is considered as business. हमारा लड़का तो बिजनेस कर रहा है, अच्छा खासा कमा लेता है. So this is the motivation. A successful founder of a major investment house in the Gulf and a very close Arab mentor of mine would always say to me over a cup of tea and large Indian samosas, Arun, you must think big. Arun, you must think big. Over the years, I have applied that to my life and added my own bit to it. You must think big and start small. Be a fearless visionary and set outrageous goals for yourself. For only when you aim for the moon, you can land among the stars. Stay hungry and stay foolish. That is, seek more and always believe that you know nothing. Read, learn, and be open to knowledge, which will give you the gift of perspective. And when you have perspective, you will see problems,
Sir,
opportunities. COVID software, for example, during the period of COVID, there were so many companies who focused on software development, which is related to COVID environment, like Zoom, Blue Jeans, Team, Microsoft, Google. Pharma industry, they concentrated on development of vaccination, mask, sanitizer companies. They have multiplied their turnover and profits. So they looked at the problem as an opportunity. More specific, threat is an opportunity. हमको से हिसाब रे consider करिया पड़िबो. So they look at the threat as an opportunity. अपन देखो जेमती COVID हुआ, तो COVID में there were so many companies which came up for development of software. जैसे आप use कर रहे हैं अभी Microsoft Team, Google, and Zoom. Then pharma companies are there. They started developing vaccines for the COVID-19. Mask companies, sanitizer companies, and they multiplied their turnover and profits utilizing the opportunity. And सबसे ज़्यादा आपको एक बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल मैं देने जा रहा हूँ हमारे ओडिशा के मयूरभंज का. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देखिए, द रॉयल्टी ऑफ मयूरभंज फाउंड कि it is very difficult to maintain the palace upkeeps and maintenance cost, and there are very few people to stay in the royal palace. So this is when the royal siblings, Princess Mrinalika and Akshita Banjadev, came up with the brilliant idea of a quaint boutique hotel, giving its guests a chance to stay among royalty while experiencing the rich cultural heritage of Mayurbhanj. They invested in the palace with the aim of making up for it by running their boutique hotel. Apart from being an exquisite place to stay, Belgadia Palace, Baripada, today also hosts Mayurbhanj's unique handicrafts, cultural experiences, alongside serene yoga retreats led by the sisters. And while the idea may be common for other parts of India, क्योंकि आपने देखा होगा जैसे जयपुर हुआ, various places में आपको बहुत सारे रॉयल्टीज के जो राजमहल्स हैं आपको होटल की तरह मिलेंगे. This dive into sustainable tourism was definitely revolutionary for Odisha, and it was possible because the royal duo dreamed a different dream to solve the problem at hand. The second point is stay true to yourself. I am aware that one of the biggest challenges the youth of our subcontinent face is extreme parental pressure to follow a stable, secure path. These concerns and taboos leave no room for unconventional and innovative career choices. In such situations, your biggest task is to build self-awareness. Know yourself so you can be confident when discussing your choice of career path. Conduct a SWOT analysis. Draw a chart of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and determine an area where you can create something of value, which your own skills and expertise, with your own skills and expertise. This is also important when you are scanning the market for opportunities. अब market research करते हैं ना किसी भी business को start करने से पहले. We are often told to learn from success stories. While these are highly valuable sources of motivation, taking inspiration does not mean you spend your waking hours duplicating existing successful projects. You can be successful by tapping into the skills and passions and ideas that are unique to you. In this context, an inspiring story is that of Mumbai-born Aditi Barma, who was diagnosed with Down syndrome at birth. Despite her limitations, she would support her father with data entry services in his logistic business. At home, she watched cookery shows, YouTube videos, and created new and innovative recipes. She soon started to experiment with different kinds of Maggi dishes, which was a hit with her family and neighbors. She thought this could be bigger. She borrowed money from the parents to buy a shop where she could run her own eatery cum catering business. And that's how Aditi's Corner was born. Aditi herself meticulously takes down lunch orders, wipes the tables when needed, makes note of inventory, all while greeting every customer with an endearing smile. She also supervises the cooking and keeps accounts. Aditi's Corner started as a small fast food corner, serving beverages and sandwiches, Maggi, and egg preparations. Now it also serves as and delivers homemade lunch. Her customers are hooked to her preparations. Once someone starts her lunch service, they rarely go anywhere else. Aditi is now an award-winning and successful entrepreneur. This is a classic example of working with what you have and building it up as you go. Remember, you are you, and that is your greatest superpower. So believe in yourself. आप अपने आप पर यकीन रखें, अपने आप पर पूर्ण विश्वास रखें. Number 3, take a smart risk. Renowned management scientist, in fact, while studying my management, while doing my management studies, I loved him. Peter Drucker gave a very interesting advice to the start. Peter Drucker gave a very interesting advice to the startup entrepreneurs. Those who do not take risk make a total of 2 big mistakes in a year. Those who take risk also make a total of 2 big mistakes in a year. How interesting. So in actuality, you have got nothing to lose. We all know that if you want to be successful entrepreneur, you must be open to risks. Risk is an inherent companion of every business. But of course, your risks must be smart, well calculated ones. For example, mountain climbers know that the mountain is bigger and stronger than them, while climbing up the peak will create a great sense of achievement and pride. And falling from the same peak will lead to serious injury or loss. So do they not climb the mountain at all? Of course not. They do, and they are strategic with the moves, the kind of shoes they use, the gadgets they carry, the parachute attached to their back of emergencies. Just like a mountain climber, you must calculate the potential loss and the potential reward. Not a guesstimate, but a fair estimate with the assistance of professionals. Keep the right resources or the people you need to convert this risk into reward. And lastly, you must have a parachute or a plan B ready. This could be an alternative career option or a correction to your existing plan. So take calculated business risk. Number 4, your network. You are known by your friends. Most people do not understand this. Surround yourself with knowledgeable, successful, and bright people who you can study or take them as your mentors and guides. Let's take example of late Dhirubhai Ambani, धीरज लाल हीरा लाल अंबानी यानी धीरूभाई अंबानी, जिन्हें कौन नहीं जानता। इनकी ख्याति तो देश में ही नहीं बल्कि विदेशों में भी फैली हुई है। धीरूभाई अंबानी बिजनेस की दुनिया के बेताज बादशाह थे। धीरूभाई अंबानी का मानना था कि जो सपने देखने की हिम्मत करते हैं वो पूरी दुनिया को जीत सकते हैं। धीरूभाई अंबानी के बिजनेस के प्रति उनका रुझान का अंदाजा उनके जीवन में इस घटना से आप लगा सकते हैं कि जब वे शेल कंपनी के पेट्रोल पंप पर 300 रुपये प्रति माह के हिसाब से नौकरी करते थे, उस दौरान वहां काम करने वाले कर्मचारियों को चाय महज 25 पैसे में मिलती थी। लेकिन धीरूभाई वो 25 पैसे की चाय ना खरीदकर एक बड़े रेस्टोरेंट में 1 रुपये की चाय पीने जाते थे। वो ऐसा इसलिए करते थे ताकि उस रेस्टोरेंट में आने वाले बड़े बड़े व्यापारियों की बात सुन सके और बिजनेस की बारीकियों को समझ सके। दिस इज प्योर बिजनेस नेटवर्किंग। इस तरह धीरूभाई ने अपने बड़े बिजनेसमैन के सपने को पूरा करने के लिए अपने तरीके से बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट की शिक्षा ग्रहण की और बाद में वे एक सफल बिजनेसमैन बनकर खरे उतरे। So choose your circle wisely, and as proper networking can change your fortunes. Number 5, be open to failure. Success and failures are constant companions of any business. Always remember, success is not final. Failure is fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. In fact, believe that your failures teach you far more significant lessons than success even can. It is your friend. So when you fail, look back and make note of all that went wrong and work out a plan to undo this wrong in the future. In this context, I would like to share a story from my own personal experiences. In 2006, I was working on a passion project called Abraja Lulu. It was worth $500 million and was to be the tallest residential tower in Bahrain, the tallest residential tower in Kingdom of Bahrain. It was unique because it was the first and only 50-story residential tower which was sold to non-Bahrainis on ownership basis. As I approached the bankers for project finance, they were skeptical about its success and refused to fund us. We failed multiple times, but I never gave up. The struggle helped me to become more stronger and motivated me to work on better ways to present my idea. Ultimately, we started the project with a small $30 million temporary facility and installment proceeds. As they say, fortune favors the brave. The project was a grand success and delivered a record 285% return on investment to the shareholders in a short span of 3 years. Today, Abraja Lulu is an iconic building of the Bahrain skyline. Number 6, be consistent. Talent or a bright idea will get you far, but only hard work will keep you there. It is difficult to set up a successful business, but it is rather more difficult to protect it unless you are consistent and adaptable. Entrepreneurship is a trade for those who persist. Once you start something, keep at it. Dedicate all your time, energy to it, and nourish it how a mother nourishes her child. That is when you will see growth and success. Be focused on your objectives and ensure customer excellence. Customer is king, so care of your end users. So take care of your end users. Consistently carry out appraisals, evaluate progress, and take corrective measures promptly. Don't delay it. Number 7, and now, last but not the least, humility. You are never too big. You are never too important. So no matter how successful you become, don't forget to follow the Ratan Tata model of simple living, high thinking. Treat people with respect and earn the biggest reward as a man or woman of business. That's your goodwill. As we come to an end of this session, I truly hope you have been inspired to discover, in spite of all these disturbances, I hope I could deliver something which could inspire you and change your dreams and follow them with a passion. Remember to be confident, humble, brave in your journey, no matter what industry you choose to flourish. As they say, standing at the footboys, gazing at the sky, how can you get up, boys, if you never try?
Wonderful.
So if you think being an entrepreneur is like having a 9-to-5 job, think again. Entrepreneurship is a lifestyle and one that is not for everyone. But for those individuals where this is appealing, it's a passion of life. And they say, Vanijye Basate Lakshmi. I will not take much of your time. Stay in touch. If you have any query, you can email it to me. My contact details are already with Namita ji.
Yes, sir.
And I would love to assist you, guide you in my capacity. Wishing you all the best. Jai Jagannath. Over to the moderator. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'm really obliged in spite of all these hurdles because you are a skillful person and you act accordingly. And I like some of your points. Prior to that, you have given very wonderful points, and I was little bit worried because I have till today conducted 76 program. Not a single thing happens, but it happens mean it is the best one. So now I request there are very honorable members like Arnath sir, Professor Madam Krishna ma'am, Pranati ma'am, all of them are here. So I may request you, please, if you have some question really, you just write down on the chart paper. We'll never disturb sir. And I request all of you, if you have got really any question, don't raise your hand, just write down on the chart paper. By the time, I'll request Salima ji. Professor Salima Parvin ji from Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, ma'am. Your opinion, please. Ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
मैडम
Just
मेरी
1
तरफ से
minute.
आपको बहुत बहुत कंग्रेट्स है क्योंकि वेरी वेरी नाइस प्रोग्राम, एक्सीलेंट.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. From far away you are, but you are attending all my programs.
और
And
आपका जो योर हार्ड वर्क, यू आर वेरी नाइस मैम, सच्ची योर वर्क इज
you like Arun ji?
अमेजिंग अमेजिंग.
Great. I have gone through the message. Many people like Ajay Pandit sir and Pranati ma'am, Krishna ma'am, all of them, they have given their views here. Jyoti Prakash sir from Puri, they have written excellent talk. Yes, of course, it is excellent. So I am really sorry for this. I can't just excuse myself. Why this happens? So anyhow, I don't allow to other unregistered person henceforth. It's a lesson to me. So I agree with that. So within time we'll start, and within time we'll close up. And these are the people say, you see, they are trying their level best to join, but I'm not allowing them. Now it's time to present a small memento on behalf of all of you to our guest. And afterwards, I'll request Professor Jugal Pradhan, the head of the department English. He will propose a vote of thanks on behalf of us. So now I'm sharing. Yes, Jugal sir, please get ready. I'm just presenting the memento to our guest. It's a small token of love to our guest, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj, the corporate professional, the Kingdom of Bahrain. And I'm really obliged to you, sir. Please acknowledge this small memento on behalf of our organization. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your love and affection. Thank you very much. Deeply obliged.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
thank you so much.
Now, a small memento for our chief guest, Dr. Sanat Pattanaik ji. Thank you, sir. I'm really
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I'll request Jugal sir. Yes, Jugal sir.
Yes, madam. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir, Jugal sir. I'm pinning you. Yes, Jugal sir, please. Sir.
I salute to all of my distinguished guests on web, and with Lord Jagannath will bless you all with a promising year of success. I do feel privileged to say thanks to all of you. Our honorable and most revered and beloved principal, Dr. Nalin Prabha Mahapatraji, and the chief guest, a chief speaker of this occasion, the corporate professional, Bahrain Kingdom, Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj ji, and the chief guest, Sanat Pattanaik ji, SJA, and the most honorable convener, Dr. Namita Pattanaik, and all the president of Bharat Scout Guide, Dr. Misra, and all the faculty members of Maharishi College, all the participants, honorable participants from the state and across the state, and my loving students, I propose vote of thanks. Firstly, I propose vote of thanks to our chief guest, Arun Kumar Praharaj ji. He is a erudite speaker. We are very much magic spellbound, but I beg apology for the nuisance created by some miscreants on web. But really, sir, you are very proud of our Odisha. You are very proud of our country. I really have regards for you from the deep core of my heart. And I sincerely give thanks on behalf of my college, Maharishi College of Natural Law, and my principal and the convener, and on behalf of my students. Besides that, I extend my thanks to Sanat Pattanaik ji, the Honorary Secretary, St. John Ambulance Association, and for his wonderful speech, by which our students can be immensely benefited. And we are, sir, we are very much indebted to you for your gracious presence here on web. But I must not forget to give thanks to our principal, who makes this program a success with her sincere endeavor and arrangement. So also I say thanks to our Dr. Pattanaik to arrange such nice program. I do appreciate all the students like Ruchipanna and Anshuman. I appreciate Anshuman for reciting Veda in a unique style, in its own, in its true spirit. And so also I say thanks to Ruchipanna to introduce the topic in a very novel manner, very enchanting manner. Sir, especially this program is a very wonderful one, and very wonderful one. And so far we are the student of literature. I understood that ours is important, and your speech is very, Praharaj's speech contains many potentials, many things in nutshell, and that can inspire to all the students to be the entrepreneur, to be employer, not to be employee. Today, I think they must have learned this art of being great, to be dreaming big, dream big. Dreaming small is a crime, as Dr. Kalam said. So these points, very useful points he highlighted. Know thyself. This is most important. Humility is most important. Success is not the goal. Failure is a pillar of success. You may fall 6 times, but you have to rise 7 times. You will rise 7 times, no doubt. But when you walk through woods, you cannot see the man. This is the problem. So I am very much happy, and once again I thanks to all those who attend this international webinar on entrepreneurship and life is a style. When we feel it, when it will become a part and parcel of life, it is an inner ours, then ultimately we can reach to the summit. Nobody can prevent us. to be a poet, to be a novelist, to be a writer. It is just ours within the ours that comes from within. Thank you. I must not bore you all. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् शान्ति शान्ति. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We am really grateful to you, sir. And you have not only proposed a word of thanks, but you have told from the corner of your heart so nicely and in a presentable way. I'm really grateful to you, sir. And I'm also grateful to Lord Jagannath, who has given us immense pleasure and immense beautiful peoples are here. So nobody can disturb us and nobody can hate us. We can go ahead. We can go ahead. And
Namita ji, sorry
Yes,
to
sir.
interrupt. I just want to say a few words.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really, it was amazing, Thanksgiving by Jugal Pradhan ji. Thank you very much, really. And thank you very much to you and Maharishi College for the wonderful opportunity given to me. About the disturbances, I'm not taking this to my heart because I saw the wonderful students before this. In fact, to be very honest with you, Angsuman, the way he recited the Vedas and Rishiparna, her warm welcome, I can never forget. It will be a lifetime moment, definitely, for me. Thank you very much to all my dear students. But this is why the point number 7 is very, very important.
Yes.
Even if you learn nothing today or you are disturbed, but from today, take point number 7 definitely.
Definitely.
Take it home.
I just want to share one point, sir. If I would say this, I want
And
to.
I'm sure it will take you very far. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank
Sir,
you.
just I want to share one point. Ayushman, are you there? Please unmute yourself. A boy of 9th class, sir. ଆପଣ ଜାଣିକି ଖୁସି ହେବେ ସାର୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ କୌଣସି ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ କରେ ମତେ ଏଇ 3-4 ଜଣ ପିଲା ଅଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ମାନେ ବହୁତ ହେଲ୍ପ କରନ୍ତି ରାତି 2ଟା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସେମାନେ ମୋ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଅନଲାଇନ ରୁହନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ କରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସେୟାର କରେ yes Ayushman please the Ayushman is a boy you see sir Ayushman I'm so happy sir se tale mate message dochi madam apna worried huantuni mate se courage dochi विश्वास दोची जे मैडम आपण व्यस्त हुंतुनी एमती बहुत बदमाश माने अछंती किछि हबनी आपण रुहंतु मु अछि तो से माने मध्ये रिमूव करूतिले मो सहित जो माने हम सहित रजिस्टर्ड नथिले सर आज ए जो घटना हैला ये भी हमको आज गोटे शिक्षा देला आगामी दिन रे नंबर कम हो रहू किंतु हमर रजिस्टर्ड पीपल हम सहित रहिबे
निश्चय एंटायर लाइफ इज ए लर्निंग प्रोसेस आज भी हमें किछि सिखिलु डेफिनेटली एंड सबुठ भलो जिंस हैला जे हम पिला माने जदी किछि तो एटलीस्ट समथिंग दे विल कैरी होम दैट इज व्हाट डेफिनेटली केबे से माने को जो भी क्वेरी थिबो किबा कोनसी जिंस से माने जानियो को उत्सुक थिबे से माने आपन को कम्युनिकेट करिवे एंड यू कैन सेंड इट टू यू हैव ऑल माय कांटेक्ट डिटेल्स एंड रियली थैंक यू वेरी मच थैंक यू वंडरफुल हम पिला माने को प्रति स्पेशली मो मैम हम जो जेती गेस्ट असंती समस्ते रियली दे आर वंडरफुल पीपल I'm deeply obliged and I'm sure the Mahaprabhu Jagannath's blessing is there. Jai Jagannath.
सर संबलपुर रु मुझे एमान विषय रे 2 पद न कहबी मते अपूजा रहि जिवो सर आपण देखिले संबलपुर जने देहुरी सर जॉइन करछनी नरेंद्र कुमार देहुरी सर तांको सहित सर अछंती देखंतु सैल्यूट करछंती तांको सहित सर अछंती 20 जण पिला जो 20 जण पिला सर से तांको पाखरे बसंती से तांको शेयर करंती तांको मोबाइल रे समते बसी सेठी सुनंती सर It's an amazing program, sir.
Arun sir, mo Sambalpur ro क्षमा मांगी नउची एटा होची 77 ओएनर माने एबे केबी माने केबे भी एबी घटना घटि नतला सर
ना ना प्लीज आपण प्लीज कोन सी खमार प्रयोजन नहीं कारण हमें सेमती डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक रे कहतलु जदी हमें एई डिफिकल्टी को हैंडल करि परिबन ताले एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप केमिति स्किल सेट करिया
हमको बहुत खराब लागला सर हां बहुत माने कोही हो नै से भाषा कोइ मो छुआ माने अछंती माने ये रे छाड़तु नंता मैम आप डोंट वरी गो ऑन Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Sir.
much.
Thank you. Salute,
ଆଉ
sir. Salute, sir.
ଜଣଙ୍କୁ
Okay,
ସାର୍
sir.
ସାର୍ ପ୍ରଣତି ଜେନା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ଜ୍ଞାନ ଗୁରୁ ଆୱାର୍ଡି ଏବଂ ସେ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡେ ଆୱାର୍ଡ ପାଇଛନ୍ତି। ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବରେ ସାର୍ ଟିକେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡ୍ୟୁସ କରିବି ଏଇଥିପାଇଁ। ପ୍ରଣତି ଜେନା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଯିଏ କି ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ କାବୁଲବୁଲ ମାନଙ୍କଠୁ ନେଇକିରି ବଡ କଲେଜ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ସାର୍ ସେ ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡ୍ୟୁସ କରନ୍ତି। ତାଙ୍କର ଡ୍ୟାନ୍ସ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ତାଙ୍କର ସଙ୍ଗ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ଏଇଥିରେ ଦିଅନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆଜି ସେ ମତେ ପଚାରୁଥିଲେ ତ ମତେ ଟାଇମ ନଥିଲା, ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସେୟାର କରିପାରିଲିନି। ତାଙ୍କ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ରହିଲା। ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ ୱାର୍ଲଡ ୱାଇଡ ଚିନ୍ତା ଓ ଚେତନା ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ଦେଖିବା ସେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ସେ ଛୋଟ ପିଲାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ସେୟାର କରିବେ।
ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ
ମୁଁ ଅରୁଣ ଭାଇଙ୍କୁ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିବି ସାର୍।
ନିଶ୍ଚୟ।
ଆଉ ଆମ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ
ଆମେ ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ଏନକରେଜ କରିବା। ଆମ ଯେତେ
ନମସ୍ତେ।
ବଡିଂ ଟ୍ୟାଲେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ୱିଲ୍ ଏନକରେଜ देम।
ବହୁତ ବଢିଆ ବଢିଆ ଟିଚର ଅଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ଟ୍ୟାଲେଣ୍ଟେଡ ପିଲାମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି। ବିଜୟା ଦେକ୍ସ ଜି ସି ଇଜ ଫ୍ରମ ମହାରାଷ୍ଟ୍ର। ସି ଇଜ ଫ୍ରମ ମହାରାଷ୍ଟ୍ର। ସେମାନେ ୟୁନିଫର୍ମ ପିନ୍ଧି ଆମ ସହିତ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଦେଖିପାରୁଥିବେ। ଏତେ ଖୁସି ଏତେ ଆଗ୍ରହ ସେମାନଙ୍କର। ନିମେଇ ସାର୍, ନିମେଇ ଚରଣ ସ୍ୱାଇଁ ସାର୍, ଡୁ ଲାଇକ୍ ଟୁ ସାର୍ ସେ ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ। ବହୁତ ଜଣଙ୍କର ଇଚ୍ଛା ଥିଲା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଆଜି କିଛି ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ସନ କରିବା
Namaste,
ପାଇଁ।
ma'am.
ମୁଁ ଅନୁରୋଧ
Namaste, ma'am.
Sir.
Can you audible?
ସାର୍ ପ୍ଲିଜ। yes sir, yes sir.
Namaste, sir.
ନମସ୍କାର।
ଅରୁଣ ସାର୍, ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ପ୍ରଣାମ। ମୋର ହାର୍ଦ୍ଦିକ ଅଭିନନ୍ଦନ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ। ଆଉ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଦିଗଦର୍ଶନ ଆଉ ଏସବୁ ଏଇଟା ତ ଆମେଜିଂ। ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଏଣ୍ଟରପ୍ରିନିୟରସିପ ଟା ଡେଭଲପ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯୋଉ ପିଲାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଯୋଉ ଉତ୍ସାହ ଉଦ୍ଦୀପନା ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରେରଣା ଏ ସବୁର ଉତ୍ସ ରହୁଛି। ମୁଁ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ମୁଁ ଏଥିପାଇଁ ନମିତା ମ୍ୟାଡାମଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଅନୁମତି ନେଲି ଯେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଟିକେ ଗୋଟେ ଯୋଗାଯୋଗ କରିବା ପାଇଁ। ମୁଁ ହଉଛି ଏଗ୍ରିକଲଚର ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡର ଲୋକ, ତେଣୁ ମୁଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଏଗ୍ରିକଲଚର ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡରେ କିଛି ଏଣ୍ଟରପ୍ରିନିୟର ଟିକେ କରିବା ପାଇଁ। କିନ୍ତୁ ବଡ ଦୁଃଖର ବିଷୟ, ମୁଁ ଗୋଟିଏ ପିଲାକୁ ଏଗ୍ରିକଲଚର ଏଣ୍ଟରପ୍ରିନିୟର ଡେଭଲପ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ତାକୁ ମୋତେ 17 ବର୍ଷ ଲାଗିଗଲାଣି ସାର୍। 17 ବର୍ଷ 2005 ରୁ ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସେ ତାର ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ଚାଲିଛି। ତେଣୁ ହ୍ୱେର୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ମିଷ୍ଟେକ୍, ହ୍ୱେର୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ, ହ୍ୱେର୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ଲୋଫଲ୍? If time will permit, I will share with you in the off times, and you can give sometimes. If it is possible, you can go to and meet personally, one to one.
डेफिनेटली बहुत भलो सब्जेक्ट, इनफैक्ट मो फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट आपण जो कथाटी कहले एग्रीकल्चर विषय रे। आ आपण मत से तो आपण नमिता मैडम टू डिटेल्स नहीं नेबे, वी विल बी इन टच, हमें डिस्कस करबा एंड विल रिजल्ट।
सर मु गोटे छोटिया जिनस कहूँ, मु गोटे पिला को से एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेवलप करथिला। से गोटे वर्ष रे 100 एकर बासना धान बासुमती राइस रो से करथिला। वर्तमान से 600 एकर जम करिया पे जाउची एवं से वर्तमान सम 1000 metric tons of rice you can produce and try to export that
एंड एक्सपोर्ट क्वालिटी सही सही तम कहय जाउ
export quality, and that is the organic based also.
ओके
It
that
is
is added
organic based.
advantage, that is added advantage here.
Yes.
कारण केते गुडा कंट्री एटा ऑर्गेनिक न हले से माने इंपोर्ट करू नाहंती, तांकर
नाइ सर।
ग्रीन लेवल दरकार से सब
Yeah,
जिंस।
नहीं सर हमर एटा organic हे गलानी, because it to organic certification by it takes minimum 5 years, but we have overcome about 7-8 years. So our product is totally organic certified. तेणु मु से पिला को आपन संगे टिके जोगाजोग करेबी आ आपन टिके ए करिवे।
निश्चय
मु आमे तो चाकरी रो अवसर नेला परे वर्तमान कंसल्टेंसी में चलीछु।
ना ना इट विल बी माय प्रिविलेज डेफिनेटली। कारण मोर
आ
उद्देश्य हला केमिति हम
आग्रो फॉरेस्ट्री रे
ओडिसा रो डेवलपमेंट पई हम देश रो डेवलपमेंट पई केमिति काम करिवा सेटा ही हला मोर उद्देश्य।
नहीं सर
सर प्लीज हिंदी में भी बात कीजिए जरा, सब सुनते हैं।
हाँ 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 सही
हिंदी
कहा
में भी बात कीजिए सर।
चलिए हिंदी में बोलेंगे क्योंकि हमारा उद्देश्य है कि कैसे हमारे देश की उन्नति हो, हमारे स्टेट की उन्नति हो।
कि हम उड़िया में बोल दिया क्योंकि सार को उड़िया में थोड़ा सा
जी
बोल
जी
देते
जी जी मुझे पता है। बाकी जो यहाँ
मेरा
सुनते हैं ना,
मतलब हाँ हाँ जी
सर बाकी भी सुनते हैं ना, समझ नहीं आ रहा है।
हाँ जी हाँ मैम, मेरा मतलब ये था कि हम एक एग्रीकल्चर बेस में एक एंटरप्रेन्योर प्रोड्यूस करना चाहता हूँ। तो बहुत कष्ट हो रहा है, बहुत दिक्कत हो गया, 16-17 साल लग गया ये को एक एंटरप्रेन्योर डेवलप करने के लिए। मैं सार से मदद चाहता हूँ कि इनको थोड़ा सा और कुछ बूस्ट अप करेंगे। he can boost up that fellow, he can sustain that things, he will be sustained in that aspect, because we need this type of inspired persons who will give the insight to the entrepreneurs. Because entrepreneurship, it is not a joke or a small thing. It is a very riskful and all the things. One entrepreneur should have having a good knowledge also. He must have a good knowledge, he have a patience, he have a tolerance, he have everything will be there. Then he will be a good entrepreneur.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir,
Nischay,
ଆପଣ
nischay, nischay. Jai Jai.
शिवनारायण सार लिखुचंती काइंडली शेयर करंतु 8 पॉइंट्स ऑफ सार शिव सार मु अनुरोध करिवि आपनकु एई प्रोग्राम टी हमर रेकॉर्डिंग हेची मु जेते बेले एटा आपनको शेयर करिवि YouTube रे आपण सब 8टी एक पॉइंट बहुत सुंदर भाबरे सुनि परिबे ता छडा आपण मन्ने जदी किछि कार्यक्रम करिबा पई चाहिबे आपनकर शोभनीय जाजपुर रे जो आश्रम अछि ता सहित ताहले सार को मध्ये आपण डाकी परिबे एवं आमे प्रोग्राम करि परिबा Rome was not built in a day, so change comes slowly, like the seasons gradually make a way for each other. So it's possible that despite of our constant support, we can't lift the spirit of an unhappy persons quickly. So a slow pace of recovery can feel frustration and what will lead to say 40%. It's important to remember that pushing positively or change into a person before willing to make backfire. So just ask, may I help you? That's the point. But I guess what I got the beautiful point from Sir, Mr. Dr. Arun Kumar Praharaj ji. So a little love, a gentle smile, and a sure success. Cost you nothing. Thanks to all of you once again for joining the Google Meet, and hope in the next program we'll again join. And this program will be a beautiful program. So, thank you, sir.